Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home of the Texas State Bobcats, a place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game. Today, an in-state battle between two teams from the state of Texas, and when you face off against another squad from the Lone Star State, the emotions tend to run a little higher. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will get the first crack at it here. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster.
Sends it downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Finds the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the Houston Cougars offense will go to work for the first time. Offense in an empty set. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Complete to the left. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 40.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is hungry.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throwing right. He's got an open man. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the point after is good. The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays, and once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for space. It's Sanford. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Pressure coming. That's a fumble. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And here comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burrell. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run from the shotgun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7. Offense working from the pistol. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand. The offense, they'll take over at the 18.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Wake Forest is going to enjoy the trip back to Winston-Salem after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there at home, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Never know what can happen when 2 good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Split backs here. Handoff to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be knocked down. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Here's the give off the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll go to the ground. Takes it the other way. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Battle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Houston. Oh, what a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Complete to the left. Turning it on. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with the quarterback and the receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy, because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
They'll go back to the air on second down. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Bobcats look to keep this drive humming. Let's go! Let's go! Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Across the 25, he's got room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws for the tight end. He got it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Splits the uprights. Good. It's our force to settle for the field goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilkerson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught behind the line. It's Sanford. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Using his legs, it's Sanford. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation, and with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilkerson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They'll run play action. He'll get rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Houston will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. To the air on first down. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and you just see how everybody was impressed. When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Looking to the big tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bobcats. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Wilkerson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you
running free. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep.
Makes the grab on the left side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way.
Oh, he's got some space.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Bobcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Gonna run it. It's Sanford. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ballard. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Thomas. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, the ground game. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
On the ground, it's Sanford. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Fires left. And the pass is knocked away, incomplete, but there is a flag, and I think the offense is going to benefit from the quarterback taking an extra shot. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Back to the ground with the running back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Cougars line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Colorado State is being humbled today. There's no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 14 to BYU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he's brought down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throws to the tight end. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. The handoff keep working on that clock.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Porter. Powers through the defender.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Splits the uprights. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. And that is how we will wrap this one up. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to...
Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Rebels, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Texas State Bobcats. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Rebels will kick it away first. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. So Texas State's offense will have the football first. ground. It's Burrell. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Let's go. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Rebels offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, well, he is hard to bring down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. It's a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately. And the Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. At the 45 on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good.
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Here's a heat. They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They go to the draw. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Burrell. Inside the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Bobcats have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And the slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the Bobcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the run, it's Burrell. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now this offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Soft spot in the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Rebels want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that 1st down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
That's caught. It's Lewis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bobcats are flying down the field. On the run, it's Jackson. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Hauls it in. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. The Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete on the right side. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Leaves it with the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today.
And the Bobcats will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Flowers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got the back in the middle. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. give to the fullback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Sticks it in his belly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time.
Turning it on! How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Big fullback's got it. Touchdown, Bobcats! And the stomping has commenced.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll run it from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Wide open downfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Johnson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Burrell. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Vanderbilt opened up a can. And how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Power football with the run. Not much there. They'll give it 1 to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got a man. It's Beal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's got great speed. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
Going to the ground. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He'll do it himself. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Rebels are on the move. The give out of the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Oh, they're after him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. He leaves it with his back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas.
Intercepted to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Here's the handoff. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Going to the running game. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Bobcats with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll go to the fullback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the 1st. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.